Welcome to our Bible quiz. Here, you will have the opportunity to explore fascinating stories and profound teachings from the scriptures, all in a fun and educational way. Get ready to test your knowledge and learn even more about the Word of God. Shall we get started? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any daily content and help spread God's message. Question 1. Which of these women betrayed Samson? A. Alzira. B. Tabitha. C. Delilah. D. Miriam. Correct answer, C. Delilah. Verse. Then she made him sleep on her knees, and called a man and had the 7 locks of his head shaved off. Then she began to torment him, and his strength left him. Judges 16 verse 19. Delilah was the woman who betrayed Samson, revealing to the Philistines the secret of her strength, her hair, which had never been cut due to the Nazirite vow. She persuaded him to tell her secret and then handed him over to the Philistines, who captured him and took him prisoner. Question 2. In which book of the Bible is the verse written, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want"? A. Proverbs. B. Gospel of Matthew. C. Psalms. D. Ecclesiastes. Correct answer, C. Psalms. Verse. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. This verse is from Psalm 23, one of the most well-known and beloved texts in the Bible. It expresses confidence in God's care, protection, and provision, comparing him to a shepherd who guides and provides for all the needs of his sheep. Question 3. What foods did Jesus multiply in one of his miracles? A. Bread and wine. B. Cakes and fig paste. C. Olive oil and wild honey. D. Bread and fish. Correct answer, D. Bread and fish. Verse. Then Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those who were seated, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. John 6 verse 11. Jesus performed the miracle of multiplying 5 loaves and 2 fish to feed a crowd of more than 5,000 men, not counting women and children. This miracle is narrated in the Gospels and demonstrates Jesus' power to meet physical and spiritual needs, in addition to symbolizing the bread of life that he offers. Question 4. When Moses had his first encounter with God, where was he? At Mount Horeb, he saw a flame of fire in the midst of a bush. B. Mount Sinai, he saw the tablets of the law written by God. C. Mount Zion, he saw a calm breeze and an earthquake. D. Mount Carmel, he saw a tied ram and said, God will provide. Correct answer, F. Mount Horeb, he saw a flame of fire in the middle of a bush. Verse. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. And he looked, and, behold, the bush was burning with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Exodus 3 verse 2. Moses' first encounter with God took place on Mount Horeb, also called Mount of God. He saw a burning bush that burned without being consumed, and as he approached it, he heard the voice of God. It was there that God revealed his mission to Moses, to free the people of Israel from slavery in Egypt. Question 5. What was the miracle that Jesus performed at the wedding feast in Cana? A. Healed a demon-possessed man. B. Multiplied loaves and fishes. C. Turned water into wine. D. Healed Peter's mother-in-law. Correct answer, C. Turned water into wine. Verse. This first of his miracles Jesus did in Cana of Galilee. He revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. John 2 verse 11. The first miracle of Jesus recorded in the Bible was the turning of water into wine at a wedding in Cana of Galilee. When the wine ran out, Jesus ordered that jars be filled with water, and when he served it, the water had turned into the finest wine. This miracle demonstrated the divine power of Jesus and marked the beginning of his public ministry. Question 6. What were Jesus' last words on the cross before he died? A. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. B. Father, I have lost none of those whom you have given me. C. I thirst. D. It is finished. Correct answer, D. It is finished. Verse. And when Jesus had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head, and gave up his spirit. John 19 verse 30. The expression, "It is finished," was Jesus' last statement before giving up his spirit. These words indicate that he had completed the work he came to do, the redemption of humanity through his sacrifice on the cross. It was an act of complete obedience to God's plan for salvation. Question 7. What were the names of Isaac's sons? A. Abel and Cain. B. Shem, Ham and Japheth. C. Esau and Jacob. D. Manasseh and Ephraim. Correct answer, C. Esau and Jacob. Verse. And his wife Rebekah bore him 2 sons, Esau and Jacob. Genesis 25 verses 24 to 26. Explanation. Isaac, the son of Abraham and Sarah, had twin sons with his wife Rebekah, Esau and Jacob. Esau was born first, but Jacob, through various circumstances, became the heir to the blessings and the divine promise, despite being the younger. Their story is remarkable and symbolizes many lessons about faith, reconciliation and God's plans. Question 8. What accusation did Satan make against Job before God? A. That Job was an evil man. B. That Job's children had blasphemed. C. That Job feared God only out of self-interest. D. That Job was dishonest. Correct answer, C. That Job feared God only out of self-interest. Verse. Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not put a hedge around him and his household and all that he has? But stretch out your hand and touch everything he has, and he will curse you to your face. Job 1 verses 9 to 11. Satan accused Job of fearing and worshipping God only because he was blessed and protected. He suggested that if Job lost everything, he would blaspheme God. This dialogue began the trials that Job went through, revealing his faithfulness to God even in the midst of extreme suffering. Question 9. What was the name of the prophet who, by the word of the Lord, caused the widow of Zarephath to multiply her flour and oil? Daniel. B. Elisha. C. Elijah. D. Ezekiel. Correct answer, C. Elijah. Verse. So the jar of flour did not run out, nor did the jug of oil run dry, in accordance with the word of the Lord which he spoke through Elijah. 1 Kings 17 verse 16. The prophet Elijah, following God's guidance, visited a widow in Zarephath during a time of great famine. God performed a miracle, causing her flour and oil to multiply, ensuring provision for the widow, her son, and Elijah himself until the drought was overcome. Question 10. What animal made a sound while Peter was denying Jesus? A. An owl hooted. B. A wolf howled. C. A sheep bleated. D. A rooster crowed. Correct answer, D. A rooster crowed. Verse. And immediately, while he was still speaking, the rooster crowed. And Peter remembered the word that Jesus had said to him, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. Matthew 26 verses 74 to 75. While Peter was denying Jesus, a rooster crowed, fulfilling the prophecy that Jesus had made that Peter would deny him 3 times before the rooster crowed. This event caused great regret in Peter, who wept bitterly after realizing that he had failed to follow Jesus' words. Congratulations on participating in our quiz. How many answers did you get right? Share your score in the comments, and take the opportunity to tell us what you liked or learned most today. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue testing your knowledge and growing in faith daily. Until the next video. May God bless you and your family.